Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Forfeit stream. I've got loads to do. Right then, we'll go straight into how the Forfeit streams work while we're sitting on this Dragon Age Origins intro screen, of course. I play F1 Manager 2024, Blazing Bishop plays Football Manager 2024. If I get fired or fail to hit an objective, or if Bish overexceeds in his game, I have to do spins from our 70-plus wheel of Doom Forfeit game wheel with loads of random, and there's a bit, loads of good, bad, ugly, terrible, funny, and kind of downright ugly games. Bish, on the other hand, of course, if he fails any of his Football Manager objectives, he has to do the exact same thing. And if I overachieve on F1 Manager, what can we put on the wheel, missus? I got the little lady sitting over on the corner. What are you going to say? Possibly. I'll have to have a talk with Bish, because obviously some of the games are thing. But let's go. Press start. Checking set. Well, no, because they're there. So if we land on a horror game, lovely, we got to do them. But yeah, this is Dragon Age Origins. Played it once. There was lots of reading. I turned it off. Yeah. Baby, you can sit back over in that corner if you want. What charge are you on? There you go. What? Oh! The Dragon Age servers are down. Oh no. That means I've got to draw another game out. That's not good. That's not ideal. I'll persevere and proceed, but if the servers are down, I ain't going to be able to get on the game. Oh, here we go. New game. Maybe I can. The background script. And so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take, and my whole marvel at perfection, for its fleeting you have brought sin to heaven and doom upon the world. Canticle of Threnodies. The hell is that? Oh, fire.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. Okay. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless.
Yeah.
The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail.
What the hell? Ooh.
It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil.
400
We have
years.
watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. for I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
What an intro! What an intro! Fair bloody play. At least this intro didn't take... Oh, I can pick my character. Oh, let's go male. Let's go female. Race, we'll go human. Class, should I go warrior? Yeah.
Greetings.
Why not? What is it? She looks like Rosie. Oh, she looks pretty.
Can you make it?
No, I'm gonna go with this.
Can you see me? Oh. Oh, that's good.
I like that one more.
Oh, I like that.
That one, yeah.
Do you like jumps? Can I choose a colour?
No, I'm gonna just skip through, love. I don't want to spend too much time on this because I've got a game to think.
Look, I'm choosing it.
Greetings. Greetings. Charmed. Greetings.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that
Greetings.
pop.
Mr. Cole.
Greetings.
No, because it's like... We're not a mage though, are we? So we're gonna have to be...
Greetings. Charmed. Greetings.
I'll go with that one. Keep it simple. No, I don't want to go back to the title screen. Yes, how do I move forward? Quick play, is it? Oh, next! Ooh, I want to go for strength. We'll go for dexterity. That one. Don't need that one. I'm not a mage, so we'll go... Ah. So I have a skill I can do. What's that one do? That one. We'll go warrior, we'll go for powerful. And that one. I'm gonna go casual difficulty because I've never done it before.
For generations,
for this
your
particular-
family,
oh.
the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of High Ever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay.
He's got a big nose.
This is entirely my fault.
No, no. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pop, I didn't see you there.
It's me.
How? You remember my daughter?
I see she's become a lovely young woman.
No, I don't
Pleased
see
to
her now.
see you again, my
It's me.
dear.
Since your brother is leading our forces south and I'm going with the Owl, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
Duncan? Okay.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Cousland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope. They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blight and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your daughter is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is my daughter we're talking about. I have not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone? In the meantime, find Fergus.
Of course.
And tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me. Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt. Spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lass and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Okay, interesting. Ah, we can talk to loads of people. I'm gonna go speak to loads of people. Fuck it. Ah!
Good evening, milady.
Good evening.
Good evening, milady.
Oh.
Good evening, milady.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Greetings, my lady. You are the Terran's daughter, are you not? I am a member of Arlhow's personal guard. The rest of the Arl's forces are expected tonight. I understand you shall take charge of your father's castle once we march. Ah, then I wish you luck. Good evening, my lady.
Why do I get a feeling
Good
he's
evening,
quite
my lady.
Yes? We fought together under King Marek when he drove the
Let's ask
Orlesians
some
out
questions.
of Ferelden. Heady times. The years since have not held the same promise. It's not something a youth would understand. It will be good to ride beside your father again. Your father hasn't spoken of our time with him? That man took care of his friends. As they say,
Well,
he
just
was
do what you
large
think-
as
do what you
life
think, but you
and
need to get
twice as
planning if that's
tall.
the case.
It's too bad Kalen isn't half that. I think of him as much as he thinks at all.
That's enough, Hal. You speak of our king.
The girl did ask, your lordship. As per the latitude you allow. I merely offered my opinion. The topic has come up from time to time. The young and their infatuations. I'm sure that was years ago. People change. To be honest, I have no expectations. And your father seems determined to let you find your own way. If something did happen, well, we'd address it as befits a family of our stature. I'm sure there will be much to discuss once I return. Poor weather, I believe. Their progress has been slow, but it's nothing you need worry about. In a manner of speaking, if I had reinforced our border levies earlier, my troops could have left before the rains. I confess, my confidence in your father allowed me some complacency. I guess that makes it as much his fault. I thank you. That is quite unnecessary.
I'm sorry,
Duncan.
but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone.
Was it?
Very well. I doubt your father would mind a slight delay. Indeed, we spotted a horde assembling in the Korkari Wilds not 3 weeks ago. Luckily, King Kaelan took us at our word and marshaled
Gotta do this
Ferelden's
stuff, what?
forces quickly. The first battles have already been fought. Your father and I must move quickly. Thousands. Perhaps 10,000 or more in this horde. Normally the Darkspawn stay in the deep roads. It bodes ill that so many risk the surface. Well, I understand the first battles have gone easily.
Indeed. Are the Grey Wardens sure this is a blight, and not simply some large Darkspawn raid?
No archdemon has been sighted yet, my lord. But with my entire soul, I believe this is a blight.
I wish we shared
Literally,
your
this first episode is going to just be like
I
lore,
suppose
learning the
we shall
lore of
see
the
for
land.
ourselves once we arrive at the King's camp.
Of course. You are young and very skilled, or so I hear. Many of the finest Grey Wardens have been women. The Grey Wardens do not recruit simply anybody, and I intend no flattery when I say you show promise. The old treaties allow me to conscript you even against your father's wishes, but I will not do so. Our order is too small to risk animosity with Ferelden's nobility.
I'm glad I am to hear it.
It's tempting, your lordship, but I'm content to see what other candidates your castle offers. I have only found a couple of worthy candidates in my travels across Ferelden. Your father invited me here, suggesting this Sir Gilmore. If he is not suitable, I will head south and join up with the king. Not well. King Kaelan is an eager young man who has shown great wisdom in responding to the Darkspawn threat.
I've heard
So that character's
he's a
my
bit
brother,
enraptured
apparently.
with the Grey Warden legend, and that is why he caters to your
No,
order.
the king. He's
How?
not here.
That is unworthy of you.
He only repeats what we've all heard. Whatever the king's reasons, I'll take his support. The priority is defeating the Darkspawn before they threaten all of Ferelden. Until we speak again.
So we've spoken to Duncan.
Shouldn't you be
Speak
off to
this
your
person?
brother, as I asked? Your brother and I go into battle, not an afternoon tea. Who knows what will
No,
happen?
well, he's not the king.
I
the
will
brother.
tell you, however, you're my darling daughter. I love you, and I trust you completely to carry on the Kuzlin name if the worst should happen. But don't worry about me, dear girl. You'll have enough to occupy your mind while I'm gone. Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt, saying goodbye to Oriana and your nephew. When the king demands it. In fact, not sending our forces south would be a distinctly
Dunno.
bad idea. Don't worry, pup. We shouldn't see many problems, but I want you to prepare the men left here, in case. Legends of the Blights tell of horrible things. These Darkspawn once threatened many lands. If we can't hold them, you must prepare for the worst. I'm scared myself, but we are Kuzlins, and we do what must be done. But let's not speak of ominous things. We shall assume that all will go well, and the Maker will watch over us. I'll talk to you soon. Just let me finish my meeting with Duncan.
Good evening, milady.
to go upstairs, apparently.
Billy Island.
Good evening, my lady.
Yes, this is actually Billy Island.
Where do I have to go?
Shouldn't you be off to your brother, as I asked? I'll talk to you soon. Just let me finish my meeting with Duncan.
Good evening, my lady.
Where's upstairs? Oh, it's this way, apparently. Let's go in here, see what these guys have got to say. Oh, batteries are low, guys. Give me 2 minutes. Right, guys, we're back, baby.
Oh, my lady, we were just,
Go.
well, the treasury's safe.
New batteries.
I'm not even
No,
sure
not
why
today,
the
though.
Terran stationed us here.
No, because it's 7 o'clock. Are you back in school tomorrow? By the time I finish, it'll be 7 o'clock when I've done this, and it'll be time for jammies and chill.
We appreciate that, my lady. Thank you.
Thank you for your lenience, my lady.
Impossible.
Oh.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Who are you?
I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again. And is
What if I
threatening to
got
leave.
listen, but yeah.
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. He'll listen to his mistress, but anyone else risks having an arm bitten off. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we? She was entertaining Lady Landra and her son when I left her. Perhaps in the atrium? Before we go, my lady, might I beg a question? I've heard from several people that a Grey Warden is here. Is that true? Then, is it also true that this Grey Warden was asking after me? As you wish. Although it's going to drive me mad until I find out. Can you imagine? Me, a Grey Warden? It would be everything I've dreamed of. Of course, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Pardon my outburst. We really should go after your hound, my lady, before he does something worse. Only what everyone hears. I never expected to actually see one. So
This is a really, really good game, guys. I got to be honest. Just like really, just kind of putting my feet up and
you hear about Darkspawn
listening to
attacking
the
homesteads
tales
and travellers, but
of everything that's going
they were
on.
just stories. I hear they only recruit the most skilled. It'd be disappointing if that wasn't true. I only know that once you become a Grey Warden, your old life is over. There's no going back.
Well, he doesn't
As
know
you
much,
wish.
does he?
But what if the Grey Warden tries to recruit you? Have you thought about it? He could change his mind. Grey Wardens are
What's that?
notorious for doing whatever is necessary to
Oh,
fight the
ugh.
Darkspawn. Scribe Aldous once told me that the Grey Wardens used to burn entire villages to keep them out of Darkspawn hands. If they have to, a few villages are a small price to pay to save the world. Begging your pardon, my lady, but you are no ordinary woman. You're strong, skilled, and easily the equal of any man on the field or off. The Grey Wardens would be fools to overlook you. I suppose you have many other options. Me, I would give anything to be recruited. I would were it my choice. Your father decided I should remain with the complement guarding the castle. I hope that's because this Grey Warden wishes to see me. Oh, it's no bother. I should make sure that Nan is settled anyhow, or your mother will have my hide. Well, you know I've served your father for years, since my own father sent me to squire here. My father is a minor lord in the Bannorn, but our land is little more than a glorified farmstead. I do miss it, though. The valleys of the Bannorn are beautiful this time of year. I take great pride in serving the town. Still, if I had the opportunity to join the Grey Wardens, I wouldn't hesitate. With his blessing, I imagine. Joining the Wardens is the highest service one can render. Of course, my lady. Lead on.
Right, so now I'm walking around with someone called Sir Gilmore. Yeah, we'll go for
Good evening, my lady. Good evening, my lady.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But, mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves, I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
Nasty.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Bit rude.
Why are you talking to me, young lady? That wretched creature is likely eating my beautiful roast as we speak. How in the blazes am I supposed to know? He up and walked through the wall, I expect. That hound isn't natural. I see it in his eyes. He does this on purpose, just to torment me.
Ah! The dog. Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Enough, you're a bad boy. What a smart boy.
Oh, encourage the hound, why don't you? No wonder he keeps giving Nan fits. It does seem like
It's
he's
quite
trying
cheeky.
to tell you something.
Scary as fuck. Like, if you come to in real life, you've got him out.
Let's dispatch them, and quickly!
As you say.
This is like a bad adventure story! That one almost made it into my boots!
Very well. It shall be done. Very well. I shall do it.
We did it! Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell.
Oh my god, he
Your
just
hound
blood all
must
over
have
him.
chased them in through their
Fucking
holes.
hell. Look at that!
Looks like he wasn't raiding the
covered in
larder
blood.
after all.
Just for rats.
Those were rats from the
We
Kokari
killed all
Wilds.
the rats and they're all
Best
lying on
not
the
to tell
floor,
Nan.
look.
She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari
Well,
well
it's
in hand,
hard
I'll
to
be on my
fucking
way.
hide it. You're all covered in
I'm to
blood, you
prepare for the
dweeb.
arrival of more of the Isle's men.
Fuck's sake. Could we clean? Yeah. Yeah, we got the right weapon on. Ah. Take that one. Let's have a little look around all the places, I suppose. Hey.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead. Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with.
Aww.
Don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms.
Have you?
Here then. Take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my
Bloody
lady.
dog.
Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about. Thank you again for your help. Now, if you'll just hold on a moment. Yes? Adney, get moving with those casks. And Kath, do you think you can serve that to the turn with dirt from the floor all over it?
Miserable old bat.
Oh, bat am I? We've got to work double time on supper, sweep out the hearths, and no complaining. Just keeping order. That's why your father keeps me on. The good maker knows I needn't take care of you anymore. Thank you for coming to your old nanny's rescue. That blasted hound is more trouble than he's worth. He is. Don't start with me. You've gotten all you're getting today. But what about you, my lady? Been keeping safe and well behaved, I hope? Good. I'm not exactly privy to your goings-on now that you're grown. Just an old nanny, never invited to your father's fancy meetings. Do you remember that bedtime tale I used to tell you, the dog that bit? Good. Then you can start. A warhound was born to the elder bitch of a tribal chief. They named him Hahaku and gave him everything. He grew up a fine, strong pup, destined to be the partner of the chief's eldest son. The young hound became arrogant, taking food from his kin and warning them, in the way of dogs, that the chief's family would punish them if they tried to attack him. Years passed, and the time for the chief's son to take a warhound.
Give me, guys. I'm not really doing much talking. I don't need to. These guys do all the talking for me.
Swelled, and many of the people of the tribe came to the chief, quietly whispering of this dog's bullying. With each complaint, the chief saw only Hahaku's strength and pride, and sent his people away. But as his son grew, the chief watched more closely. The day might come when his boy's life would depend on this dog. If the humblest of his people would not trust Hahaku, how could he? There are many kinds of weakness. You'd do well to remember that. When the day came, Hahaku sat proudly waiting to be called, but the old chief chose Hahaku's brother as his son's hound. Hahaku was shamed, but felt no remorse. So great was his rage that he darted across the fire pit and bit the chief's hand. He shouldn't have done it at all. The chief and his son struck at Hahaku, cursing him. The hound ran into the village, seeking shelter in the tents and kennels. The other dogs snapped at him, and the tribe's people threw stones at him. Before the chief could reach him, the tribe had torn Hahaku apart. Now, what should you carry from this tale? Exactly. Hahaku took advantage of a position he thought he was entitled to. But you're far too old now for an old woman to be reminding you to watch how you behave, hmm? It's a story worth repeating. That's all. Be off with you then. Tell your brother farewell before he rides off to war.
Alright, I'm actually going to cut it a little bit short on what I was planning to, guys. Mainly because of the fact that I think with the next part, I think I did this quest before. This quest does take a bit of a while and you've got to go places as well. So, we will be ending it. It is over the half-hour mark, but we're going to go and raid somebody who is also playing Dragon Age Origins. So we're going to go here. I think people are actually playing it still. Oh, they are. We're going to go raid Call Me Falca. Let's go here. So guys, we're going to go raid Call Me Falca. Thank you very much for watching. Really, really fun start. And we've also got a Warhound and it's still covered in blood. So, yeah, we'll move on that when we get to it. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with you later on tonight for part number 85 of Final Fantasy 14. I've got to go do some main quests on that. Catch back up a bit. All the best, much love, and I'll see you when I see you for the next one.